What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Thompson. You're listening to Mega Talks. This is episode 14. Today I'm speaking with Brandon Grundy, a.k.a. Mr. For Real. You found out how he earned his nickname, some of the things he done to support his MMA career and moving up, his grappling career, and moving on into his acting career, and some of his current plans. We'll be talking about those a little bit more, but first I want to talk about UFC 223 and the whole Conor McGregor situation and Khabib Nurmagomedov. The time I've done the last podcast, I believed that Pettis was going to fight Khabib, which didn't happen because Pettis asked for more money, so he kind of negated himself out of that deal right there. So they brought in Ally Kenta to fight. There was also talk of Paul Felder making weight to take the fight, but they didn't choose him because his rankings weren't high enough. But there was, a little bit of drama, which opponent was going to get their name called, but Ally Kenta got his name called, so they put him in there. Now, I didn't watch the fights, but if I'm watching, following along with the talk, some of the highlights that I've seen, people talking about they weren't, satisfied with Khabib's performance. But I believe that has to do with us being set up to expect something bigger than what actually taking place. I think our, expectations were really, really high for this fight, and they just didn't get met. Especially with his original opponents, Tony Ferguson. That was the fight everybody wanted to see. We wanted to see Khabib and Tony go at it, find out who's going to fight Conor, or have them go at it and see who's going to hold the belt. Everybody had them picked as the top two. So 2-3 opponents later, Kenta gets put in there, and then we have the annex from Conor, really anticipating a high energy fight. It just wasn't there. It didn't meet everybody's expectations. So, it's kind of overshadowed with everything else and all the drama that took place. But we have, 2 or 3 days of UFC hype and the overshadowing of the next event. You got fighters like Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Carlos Condit, Alex Oliveira. You got the Karate Hottie, Tim Boetsch. I mean, you have a lot of people coming up on the next UFC card. So we got to have promotion for the future events of their fighters. Because how long is Conor McGregor going to drive the UFC? Or how long is UFC going to drive Conor McGregor? But anyway, move on. I want to remind you guys of the pre-sale I got going. It's ultimateexpression.storeenvy.com. Hit up there. We got the Like a Thief t-shirt. Pre-sale goes to April 13th. T-shirts only $25. Get them. I'm moving some already just since the episode from the other day. So the orders are coming in. So make sure you get yours and get your sides on there. And you'll be having your shirt arrive shortly after next week. But moving on, we're going to hit up Brandon Grundy and talk about some MMA, talk about some grappling, talk about some acting, talk about Arkansas. All right, I'm Christopher Thompson. I'm here on Mega Talk speaking with Brandon, Mr. For Real Grundy. And we're just talking about his preparing for Proving Grounds. He's just coming back from the gym. Going to give me a little bit of time to talk with him today. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Just making it. Cool. So go ahead and tell us about the proving grounds. Is what I saw on your, I think it was your Instagram.
Yeah, man, it's basically like it's invitation only. It's I think purple and blue or purple and brown for jiu-jitsu. And basically they do a screening, like you put in a application and they tell you whether or not you make it like in a few months. And they only pick 8 dudes a weight class, so it's a bracket. But you get to go up against the top dudes in your state. And usually you got to be like a blue or brown belt, I guess, but I'm a white belt, so.
Oh, yeah?
And I won. Yeah, technically I haven't trained in jiu-jitsu. I just go and do the tournaments. Not trying to be cocky and win the tournaments, you know. So it was kind of like a lot of people want to see me like compete, and then a lot of people want to see me get handled when I compete. So I just like to go out there and have fun.
Yeah, still makes for good entertainment for the people watching and fun for you. Good experience.
Oh, yeah. To me, I think it's all about motivating people, too. You know, like a lot of people can't afford to go to the gym. So
yeah,
I like try to show people. And then, you know, a lot of folks think because society tells you you're overweight and stuff that you can't be athletic at the same time. You know, I'm 278 and I can dunk a basketball. You know, like my cardio's nice. Like, you know, I'm the guy trying to break the mold. So for me, you know, I'm trying to break the mold, not only like as far as like being over, as far as people always telling you what your limitations are.
Yeah.
Because as a coach myself, I can't automatically tell one of my clients like, hey, you ain't gonna be able to do this, you ain't gonna be able to do that, you know?
No, you tell them just the
opposite. I can tell them, hey, you can try to, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, you should be trying to motivate them to try to do something. That's why working with kids is so fun because, you know, they don't really know their limitations all the way. You know, you tell them to do a backflip, they're going to try it anyway. But you tell a 30-year-old to do a backflip, tell a 30-year-old mom to try it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
You got to do something different to expect different results.
Yeah, you know, for me, like being from Arkansas, you know, I grew up in this small town, like way down at the bottom called McGee, Arkansas. Like population might still be 4,000.
Yeah.
You know, we had one street light. Everything closed at 10 o'clock. And, you know, like a lot of people laughed at me when I was younger. You know, I was overweight then. And, you know, I used to watch all these Asian movies and stuff. I said I wanted to be an actor and all that. You know, people laughed about it. You know, I said I wanted to be a fighter after I watched, like, my first couple UFC events. You know, that was when Gracie first came.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching on VHS. But, yeah, that was, like, my goal. And then living in Arkansas, I know I wasn't going to be able to be in movies. But, you know, I moved to Texas, played football for a little bit. That got boring. So I was like, man, I want to punch people in the face.
Is that when you come back to Arkansas?
So, yeah, I came back to Arkansas in 2010. And I moved back in with my mom. I was sleeping on the couch, working at a gas station in Monticello, Arkansas, at Murphy's. And I would end up closing Murphy's at like 1 a.m. And then I'd walk across the parking lot to the gym, work out. And I did that until I got my first fight in 2012, I think, where I fought in Hot Springs. I fought Tory Lemons. He was a beast, you know. Nobody knew me. I was just a guy who worked at the gas station.
Now which city did you fight him in?
Hot Springs.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I fought him at, I think, Off the Chain 3 or something like that. But I ended up going against him. Huh?
I think that's where we met. It wasn't in Hot Springs. I know it was in Little Rock. I was up there with one of the MMA fights, and that's where we met.
Yeah, I think we met after, it might have been the Bobby Tedder fight I think I ran in the year.
Yeah.
That was my second fight, like my second, like, legal fight.
And, now, who did you train with?
Man, to tell you the truth, I think I might have, like, maybe 500 hours in the gym, like, training with an actual coach and a team.
Oh, yeah?
When I've worked out with Nathan, I worked out with Nathan a lot.
Oh, Nathan Kirby.
I worked out with a couple guys. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan was the one who gave me my shot, like my second shot.
Yeah, that's cool.
And my third shot and my fourth. But, you know, he was, like, super nice, man. He was always, like, respectful and stuff. And he actually drove all the way down to Monticello to watch me train, and I was working at a lumber mill by then. So, you know, I was in there like super late, and I missed him, but he still put me on the card anyway. And that was my second fight. I fought Bobby Tedder. He was like 6'8", big old dude.
Shoot.
That was like the first time I was intimidated. Like, I'm always nervous when I get in the cage.
Now, did you have any wrestling experience, or was it just, pure heart?
Nah, man, I'm all natural. Like, I'm all natural all the way around, man. I grew up in a farming area and stuff. So, you know, they say country boys are built a little different than everybody else.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And then
you got
growing
the
up in the
natural
South,
strength. Got that
yeah,
power.
you know, growing up in the South, like, I grew up a whole different way. You know, like, a lot of people forget racism exists. I ain't saying it's just purely racist down there and all that stuff, but, like, it's completely different. You know, you see it, you know, like a lot of places you forget it exists, but not down there.
Oh,
you see it.
South Arkansas.
Like, yeah, Southeast Arkansas, over by the river, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I really, like, I've never smoked or drank alcohol or none of that stuff, but growing up, I wanted to be different. You know, I used to play basketball, and I'd always hear people, you know, if I didn't smoke, I'd be this. If I didn't drink, I'd be this. You know, and I just came to the conclusion myself that I was like, I'm never going to make myself have an excuse when I get older. And, you know, at 34, I can still go to the gym for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
I can still go against these top contender dudes and like just have fun, you know?
Yeah, because when you say that, you do break the mold, because I've watched you, you know, since we met, and I've watched you do a number of different things, and, you know, different kind of training camps, boot camps. And what was your MMA record, or what is it now?
I'm 5-2. I lost my last one up here. And I lost that unanimous decision, which was funny because, like, I was like, if you see me fight, I'm real slow getting started. You know, like I said, it's so fun to me. Like, I like to let them get a couple shots in and stuff, just to see where I am. And I know it's weird. Yeah, it's weird because, like, I don't really get hit that much. I think LaMarcus Tucker hit me the most, you know, and that was my first loss. Was when me and him fought in Little Rock.
And you guys were friends, weren't you?
Yeah, we're still cool, man.
I thought so.
We're still pretty cool. Every once in a while, like, I'll message him or something and talk to him. But yeah, he really humbled me, you know, because we were both undefeated and all that.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like, even when I hit him, like, I caught him flush on one shot, and I was just like, you all right? You know, who does in the middle of a fight? You know, I'm just like, oh my gosh. But like, if I could change anything, it'll be like that right there, because I'm so considerate. Even when I'm fighting, man, I'm like a nice dude. It really throws people off. When I won Naga last year, I broke somebody's leg on accident, and like, I helped them off the mat and everything.
I saw you put some people down with some vicious throws.
Yeah, they were trying to like high five me and stuff. I was like, nah, man, he's actually hurt. I was like, it ain't that serious. At the end of the day, you know, after we do those tournaments and stuff, most of us got regular jobs. You know, and he, I think he was from Idaho, so he still had to go like 4 or 5 hours back home. And I think a lot of people just get caught up in the barbaric look of all this like fighting and stuff, and they think we're just animals. And then they talk to me, and they're like, "Oh wow, you know,
you're different than what I thought."
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, a lot of people don't believe I actually fight because I'm so goofy. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like, to me, I'm still that overweight dude from Arkansas. You know, even though I got the muscles and stuff now, you know, I got the belts and all the medals and all that, I'm still, to me, mentally, the same fat dude from Arkansas.
Well, that's good to stay grounded. No, I mean, you're
but it's so funny
in your roots.
Chris, I'm telling you, people still call me cocky, man. It's so funny. I'm like, how am I cocky? Oh man, you'll be surprised.
I guess you just got that cocky look.
I get that a lot. I think it's the way I talk. You know, I'm so confident now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like when you go to a gym, you got your teammates. You know, you got your coaches. You got all that. You know, I don't got that most of the time. You know, it's me. You know, when I go do a tournament, like, I'm listening to people tell me stuff that are fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no coach in my corner. It's me listening to regular people, fighters in the stands. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think I've earned the right to be like a little confident just because of the fact a lot of these dudes, you know, they got 6 to 8 years worth of experience. You know,
Yeah,
and
they got people to lean on too.
Them. Yeah, you know, I respect everything about jiu-jitsu. It's just like I love that art, but at the same time, I want to show people that like systems and stuff are great, but some people can surpass that system.
Yeah,
you know. That's why everything should always change. Like everything should always be evolving. You shouldn't stay the same because then you become stagnant.
Yeah, you know, that's why you're really making that happen.
Yeah, you know, like in Arkansas, a lot of people told me like I couldn't do Naga, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. And, you know, I listened to them. I was like, oh, okay, I ain't gonna do none of that then. You know, they're like, oh man, you're gonna get demolished. You know. Yeah. And then I moved. I talked to Jeremy Horn before I moved up here.
Oh yeah.
And he's actually one of the reasons I moved to Utah. Because it was either I was gonna move to Utah and train with him, or I was gonna move to Vegas and train with Couture.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna ask you. What, why the move to the area you're in now?
Yeah, it was just like a lot of opportunities out here. We thought, and then I got out here, and a lot of dudes didn't want to fight me. Like the guy I fought up here, we actually ran into each other at a fight.
Oh yeah,
and Rainu, he's actually a pretty cool dude. He's a motorcycle racer and ex-boxer, but it took like almost 2 years. Well, it did take 2 years for me to get a fight.
Wow.
And
now what
I was
class
sitting on the shelf. I'm super heavy. Like I walk around like 275 right now.
But you don't have to cut.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, super heavy starts at like 267, 268.
Oh, okay. Because I know some cap it at like 265. But are you AMI or pro now?
Yeah, I'm thinking about just going pro, man. I've been doing the AMI thing. Like I waited so long when I got up here that I'm just like, I don't want to do the AMI circuit no more. You know, I want to start traveling, especially like with the movie stuff.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, with the movie thing, you know, that happened by accident.
Oh, it did?
Because, actually, I got in touch with this guy, Spanky Ward. That's his real name. You can look him up on Facebook. But, like, long story short, he wrote this movie called Riot. And
yeah, I saw that.
You know, like being from Arkansas. Yeah, you know, like being from Arkansas, you know, like you hardly ever run into like actual writers, like with credentials and stuff. You know, somebody tell you they can put you in a movie, it's usually like them recording with a phone or, you know, something small.
Yeah, short movie.
And, you know, he told me a couple times, you know, I ran into him, he was like, yeah, you'd be awesome for this, blah, blah, blah. He was like, if you don't like him, I'll pay for your gas and all this. And I'm like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, you know, I was just like, I don't know, you know. Then I was like, you know, I didn't really believe him.
Where did they shoot the movie?
In Tooele, and then where else did they shoot? I think in Ogden, which are two cities out here.
That's in Utah, right? Both
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first day I went out there. What's up?
Oh, I said I was just checking the roster on the movie, and you got some big names. I got the Chuck Liddell and Dolph Lundgren in the movie.
Yeah, I actually got to sit down and talk with Dolph Lundgren, man. He was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He was like super cool. Because I was just supposed to be like a background extra. And then like somebody heard I was an actual fighter, and like, what's his name? John lied. He's the director of the movie. He was like, do something for me right now, like on the spot.
Oh, really?
He made me made me and Matthew Reese do like, he made me and Matthew Reese do this little like fight thing, and he was like, yeah, I like it. And
nice.
That got me like bumped up to some more screen time. So it's like actually a couple scenes in the movie where you just see me like in the hallway. But they took the fight scene out that me and Matthew Reese did because I didn't have an agent and all that stuff. Yeah. Like, I found out you got to have insurance, you got to be backed by an agent and all this different stuff. You got to be in SAG.
Oh, really?
So now I'm, like, working my way slowly to getting all the credentials I need. Because I kind of get lucky with everything, you know? Like, I know I work hard, but at the same time, like, even with the fighting, you know, I got lucky. I got to fight Tory Lanez first. Not saying he was an easy fighter, man. Like, by no means, I'm not saying that. Because the first 30 seconds, he whooped my ass. Shout out to Tory Lanez and Hot Springs, dude. Like, if you watch the video on YouTube, like, Brandon Grundy versus Tory Lanez, you look at the first 30 seconds of the fight, and you're probably going to stop because, like, oh, shit, he got his ass whooped. Sorry about the language. But, you know, like, a lot of people don't know I'm so, like, being a nerd and being goofy and like being bullied and stuff. I'm so comfortable when my back's against the wall. That's when I'm the most deadly, is when I can relax. You know, when I'm standing up, a lot of people overlook my stand up because everybody tries to get me to the ground and I end up getting them to the ground.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they don't know that much about you. I mean, I know you as an MMA, jiu-jitsu guy, but I didn't know about the training and things like you're talking about coming from, just training yourself a lot of times.
Oh, dude, you want to hear something funny? Like being from down there, we didn't have access to the gyms like y'all do. You know? So if you didn't know a coach or something down in McGee, you couldn't even get in the gym unless you lived in Monticello, which is 30 minutes away. So I used to ask my stepdad, like, can I use his car? And I would push his car a mile up and down the road. That was my workout.
Dang.
Like, I would go to. That's why I tell people when they say I'm cocky, I'm like, I'm not cocky at all. I put in work. Real talk. You can look at my legs.
But like, if I have to push that car this many times, somebody's going to pay for it. Make it somebody pay.
And I used to go work out where they would tear down houses and they would leave the foundation. Instead of me using a jump box, I used to jump on top of the concrete steps. And I got the scrapes on my legs when I used to miss the steps. That concrete scrape up your legs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you later on. Yeah, I still got the scrapes. And that was from 8 years ago.
Man.
And I was like, basically, if you go out on the highway, you can run like a country mile if you go around the whole town. Like, I do that 6-7 times. People be laughing and honking at me because they didn't know I was getting ready for fights. I think I came back in 2010. I didn't fight till 2012. So they was like, oh, what is he doing? It looked stupid.
Yeah, you're doing something totally different than everybody else.
Yeah, when they saw me fighting, they was like, oh, okay, you was training for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And, at the end of the day, I ain't really worried about what you say because you ain't in the cage with me, So it was like I wanted to build my durability. Like, I wanted to make my dexterity extra special, if that makes sense. Like, I know I wasn't the fastest. I know I wasn't the strongest. Like, I don't know. I might be close to the strongest. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Have to be that one unique guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of folks watch my fights now, and I don't really watch them with people no more. But the Nick Davis fight, that was the last fight I did in Arkansas. And, like, I could see the growth, like, my speed. Like, I could see where, like, being at 260, I was still kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, not fast, like I was at 230 when I fought my second fight. But I kept some of that speed. And that's what I do up here with my jiu-jitsu training is I want to keep my agility. So I play basketball for like 6 hours, like when I get done working out. And I just do it for cardio. I do nothing but rebound and pass the ball. Exactly. And a lot of people, they do all those regular workouts and stuff that everybody else do. I try to focus on the unorthodox stuff for longevity because I'm 34. I've never been in the hospital, never had nothing broke, knock on wood.
Well, that's good. Especially with all those fights and, stunt work.
That's what I'm saying, like to be able to, like, I can do parkour, I can do free running. Like, I've jumped off a 10-foot building and hit a duck and roll.
Now going back to the acting in the movie Riot from 2015, what was, go ahead and tell everybody your scene that was in there.
I'm in like almost all the prison scenes with the main guy, but the one they kept in the movie, like the major scene with me and him, was he fights in the laundry room with the he fights with the guards, and he comes out the laundry room, and I'm standing there, and me and him were supposed to fight afterwards. So there's like this awkward thing where me and him are staring at each other, and he's talking, and he's like something about. There's like 7 of y'all, and this little midget dude comes from behind me. He's like, there's 8. And he's like, okay, 7.5. It took me like 6 times to get that without laughing. Because this little bitty dude just pops out from behind me, man. And I'm like, oh my God. But, most of the wide scenes, like I'm the big black guy in those scenes. And Shante Williams, he's an MMA guy out here. They call him the Predator. Oh, yeah. He played for Green Bay. Yeah, he's like 6'7", 6'8". So So he's in it. So if you see two black dudes in that movie, it's either me or him that are in the prison.
Okay.
Like I'm the one with the short haircut. Shantae's the one with the dreads.
Yeah, I think I watched the movie, but it's been a couple of years since I've seen it.
Yeah, like going to Walmart, it was so awkward to like see a movie that I'm in.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, oh wow. And after that, like, and then like even with that, like I said, with the fighting stuff, I skipped a lot of things to just fight, Like I skipped having a team and having a coach and all that. Like I had my manager from the gas station as my corner guy.
Oh, shoot.
Like Chris Bussell from Monticello, Arkansas, who used to manage Murphy's, was my corner guy on that video. If you watch the Tory Lemons fight, he was the one. He looked at a app on his iPhone on how to wrap my hands before the fight.
Oh,
that's how low key I was. But back with the acting stuff, like I said, I got lucky, man. I haven't been to any acting classes. I'm not bragging about that because I'm going to start acting classes.
Yeah, now you're currently you're filming something right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm meeting with a director tomorrow about filming something, and then I'm meeting with another director about being a stunt choreographer for one of his movies.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like trying to stay real busy, but not too busy.
Yeah, because I checked out your IMDb.
Yeah, I actually and a lot of the things I've done aren't even on there because I didn't even know like I should keep up with that type of stuff.
Oh, really?
I was more on the paycheck side of it, like, oh yeah, that's what's up. It clear, we good,
Go to the bank.
And then I'll have somebody ask, "What's up?"
Oh, I said just get all that and go to the bank. We're fine.
Oh yeah. And then a lot of people they'll ask me like, "What else are you in?" I'm like, I'm in that movie with the dude from Entourage, and they're like, "What's the name of the movie?" Oh, I can't even remember. Or they'll be like, "Oh man, I saw you with Delroy Lindo." I'll be like, "Yeah, that was from that TV show on ABC."
Were you on a TV show with him?
Yeah, I was his stunt guy on Blood and Oil, the show that was on ABC.
Oh, really? That's
cool.
And
I did most of his driving, and then another guy named Brandon did like some of his truck scenes, but I did the driving like on the cliff and on the ranch and stuff.
But
cool. Yeah, it kind of blew up after Riot, though. It was like I did Riot, and then I finished Riot in May, and by July, June, I was on a TV show called oh my gosh, it should be on my IMDb.
Yeah, I didn't catch the TV show. I saw where you were in a documentary, the Journey documentary, directed by J.D. Allen.
Yeah, that's actually one of my homeboys up here. He played for the Bengals. He played. And I think that's coming out this year or next year.
Yeah, it's got to be on that's still in production, I guess, or it been wrapped up, I guess, to be.
Yeah, he hasn't wrapped it yet.
Yeah.
And, I actually ran into him. Let me see. I was helping somebody do a demo reel. One of my Asian homeboys. And me and JD ended up running into each other.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing a short film called Afro Black. If you want to see me in a funny role, I have a Jerry curl and everything. Watch Afro Black. It got some strong language in it, but it's funny.
I'm going to have to write
it's real funny, man. But I'm like, my name's HD on there, and it stands for Honey Male Genitalia.
Oh, really?
So I ain't gonna say that. Yeah. But I was actually working on something else, and somebody backed out of it on him. And to me, man, like being from the South, I believe like your friends are your foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, it wasn't nothing to like be goofy. And, it shows range. I ain't always got to be that tough guy, that big buff guy, the fighter.
You kind of get stereotyped into playing one thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you watch Riot, where I don't say no words, and I look like intimidating, and then watch Afro Black, where I'm just super goofy. I'm talking the whole time, like I'm making jokes, now, and it's like completely different.
Where can you catch that Afro Black at?
You can just go on YouTube and watch the whole thing by
really?
Afro Black.
Okay.
Yeah, we just did that. That was a fun project.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up like after that, somebody ended up seeing my headshots, and I started getting commercials. Like I've done some modeling and stuff, like some plus size male modeling.
Oh yeah.
But everything started. Yeah.
It's kind of snowballed.
it's wild, man, how one thing can affect. It's just like how people see you and you don't have your hair cut, and they see you as like, sometimes I look homeless, you know, like I don't feel like cutting my hair, so I have like all the hair on my face,
Just
and
kind of
then I
grow
go
it
get a
out.
haircut.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, oh, okay, you don't look the same. Like, yeah, you know, I was just chilling, like I didn't have nothing to film, and because a lot of people don't know when you're doing movies and stuff really abundantly.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to control how your hair is all the time. You don't get to control how you get your stuff cut. You know, you don't get to control what you wear.
They do that all for
you. Know, like, yeah, all that's controlled by them. You know, like I've had a mohawk before. Just got a mohawk cut in. You know, getting ready for a tournament, and then I do a TV show, and they're like, "You got to cut all that
all
off."
Of it off.
I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you signed the contract. Oh my gosh. I thought my character could have a mohawk. They're like, no. And then that was like a couple months ago, I did a Google commercial, and I had to cut my mohawk down again. I was just like, 1 month. I want to be able to have my mohawk, man. Just 1 month, you know. But like the work just comes so steady sometimes. And what was that? A couple months ago, I did a commercial. No, I did 2 commercials, a TV show, and a movie, and then another movie. I did 2 movies in one day on the weekend.
Now,
so it can go from like super slow to like so busy you don't even get to charge your phone.
Yeah. Now, when you get a commercial deal or something like that, do you get do they send you like a reel of what you've done or the commercial, or do you get to see your work?
Yeah, a lot of times, like I did a floral commercial for a business down in southern Utah, and once they get it to where they like it, they send you like a preview of it so you can see it, but you can't share it with people until they like actually release it.
Uh-huh.
And you can actually put that in your demo reel. Because I've done a Tide Pen commercial, I've done a Google commercial, floral commercial, Nordic Track commercial.
Oh yeah, because
like Cali Muscle.
Yeah, they build your library of your work.
Yeah, I actually ended up doing a Nordic Track commercial with Cali Muscle like 2 years ago. That was super cool.
I bet.
Then I did a title boxing commercial. Okay, you know who Cali Muscle is?
Who?
He's like this Cali Muscle, like this big buff black dude from out in California.
No, I hadn't heard of him.
Yeah, he wears like these little bitty shirts for some reason, man. I hope he doesn't listen to this. But he wears these little bitty shirts that he made, and it's just like, okay, that's all you gonna wear? You know? That's what's up.
I'll have to look him up.
You know? Yeah, dude, man, I can show you a picture of him. He actually makes me look regular, like standing next to him.
Shoot.
Yeah. He's like Brock Lesnar buff.
Yeah. Now, if anybody out there listening, if you had never met Brandon, I mean, go look him up on the IMDb because he's, he's a big guy, but he's broad shoulders, so he's got some. If he hits you, you're gonna know it. That's all I got to say.
Oh my God!
And I've seen him throw some people around. I feel sorry for some of them. Because I thought you were more like 260, 250, somewhere in that range. I didn't know it was the north of 265.
Yeah. When I was in Arkansas, I stayed around 230 though.
Oh, okay.
I was like 230, 240. But I was all beefed up then. I thought muscles made you better.
Oh yeah.
And then, I learned the hard way. Living in the country, the more muscles you got, the more you sweat, the tighter you get. More fatigue you get.
Now,
so
did you do any?
Slim down.
After you done your, your acting in some of the movies and you got your stunt opportunities, did you participate in any of the stunt workshops or anything, or is there a certification that you have to get?
Actually, you don't have to get a certification to do stunts, but you're more recognizable if you do. So next summer, I'm actually going to go to Seattle. Like, I'm going to drop my social media for like 3 weeks and just go get my certification in Seattle. That's like the top school. And then it's a stunt team out here. That's where they graduated from. So that's like the best place to go.
Yeah.
CB4 stunt team is from Utah. They did most of the stunts for that new Mad Max, that Fury Road.
Oh, yeah? I saw that.
Yeah, they did a lot of those stunts. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. Then Eric Audet, he's pretty good. Eric Audet does a lot of stunts. Like, have you seen Empire? He's over most of those, the show Empire.
Oh, really?
And
I hadn't had a
Grey's
chance
Anatomy.
to watch that one.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I actually met him on Riot. I met a lot of stunt dudes on Riot.
Mm-hmm. You had the chance to run into Jeremy Moranis, have you? You know him?
Which one?
Jeremy Moranis. I think that's how you say his name.
Jeremy Moranis.
Yeah. He's done some of the stuff for, I think, Triple X.
Yeah. I'd probably have to see him.
Yeah.
But I run into a lot of people, and I don't even get to talk to them.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Because we'll be filming on different days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some days, like me and my homegirl be filming the same movie, same commercial, same TV show, and not even see each other because we're filming different times and different days.
Yeah.
And you'll see them put a post on social media. I'm doing such and such. I'm like, really? I was there yesterday. I didn't see you. I came in at 3. I got left at 1. So. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now the one that's coming out says, shoot, what does it say? A Spy's Journey. Is that the most recent?
Which one?
A Spy's Journey. It says 2018. That's one of your movies.
Who's the director?
Oh, it says you play Agent Angel.
Oh, yeah, that's coming out in 2018.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that one more of a,
so much stuff?
Is that one more of a like a mainstream, or is it a the rough and tough guy thing?
I think that one's actually another one where I fight in there. I think I'm actually a fight choreographer in that movie too. Because that's like my basis now is mostly I help with fight choreography and stunt choreography.
Mm-hmm.
And I do mostly background, but I'm trying to transition into more of the actor stunt stuff. Because Jackie Chan's my idol. So, I look at myself as like a hybrid Jackie Chan, Terry Crews, Rock type person.
Uh-huh. And
I ain't big as a Rock, but
you never know.
Dude's intimidating.
You may be able to work with
him. Man, I've met him in person. Dude is big.
Yeah.
Dude is really big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's wild how he got older and then he got bigger. I'm just like, when I used to watch you on wrestling, you were not big like this.
Uh-huh.
You was like normal.
Now, how did you get the nickname Mr. For Real? Was it because of the size, or how did it come about?
Man, I was in Texas, and I used to work a lot of clubs, and I did the underground fight scene when I was in Texas.
Oh, man.
Which is illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal. But, I'd go fight somewhere, and then, like, somebody would see me at a club working, and they'd be like, hey, man, I think I saw you the other day, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, really? And they're like, yeah, man, that was you I saw fighting. And I'm like, nah. And then they'd be like, man, that was you. I'd be like, yeah, that was you. And then, like, somebody else would be like, that was you for real? And,
oh, yeah?
After a while, people kept hearing people say for real when they were close to me. So they just started calling me for real. And then I started working at this other club. I was working VIP.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my homegirls, who was a dancer, I'm not going to say what she really was.
Yeah.
She was a dancer. She was like, you better call him Mr. or something like that.
Yeah?
And the dude was like, oh, well, my bad, Mr. For real. And he said it all like sarcastically. And then my boss heard it. He was like, oh, you Mr. For real now? And it just followed me from now. I was like, oh, man, this is so stupid.
Oh, yeah, you got a title now.
Yeah. And then it kind of goes with me now, too, because, nobody believes I'm an actor. Nobody believes I'm a fighter. Like, nobody believes I'm a champion. And then they Google me or something. They're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it took me by surprise that when you were doing, the movie Riot, and I saw your Facebook post about it, and, the movie was coming out. And sometimes you see things, on the internet, and you think, maybe they're just kind of playing around. And I looked into it, and I'm like, man, he's in the movie. I got to go see this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I got really lucky. I think it's all about being humble. A lot of people, once they get that big shot most of the time it ain't even a big shot when they think they hit their big break. Because to me, I haven't even hit my big break yet.
Mm-hmm.
They get to a certain point where they change. I came home in December and, I was still hanging out. Like, I tried not to hang out too much, because people smoke, people drink. I ain't gonna throw no names out there.
And some of them, like, they can have that jealousy and find you, and before you know it, it's, you got a blemish on your record.
Yeah, and then, man, I don't know if you go through this, but as a fighter, like sometimes people find out you're a fighter and they actually want to fight you on the street.
Oh yeah, they want to see what you're made of. If it's true, especially if you've done it in the movie, because they think, yeah, you can't do that for real. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to challenge him. Let's see what he's got. If I can't take him, maybe one of y'all can.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, because you don't want to have to fight 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Because their friend get beat down.
Well, that makes it fair for them.
Uh-huh. So you wind up fighting the whole group. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I've been really lucky the past couple of years. And what's fun is, like, I'll take a break from acting or I'll take a break from fighting. I try not to do them both at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So like in 2017, I did mostly just commercials, and I did a couple TV shows, a couple movies, but I didn't really focus on it because I wanted, like, my goal, if you want the truth, was to win NAGA this year. That was my goal. I wanted to try to go for a belt this year in NAGA.
Yeah.
But somehow, I got a slap in the face by fate, and I won the belt last year, which messed up my whole plans for this year.
You kind of
so
ahead.
Now I'm like, it kind of messed up my goals because now I'm like, okay, I won the title. I try not to like be just an a-hole about it.
Uh-huh.
Like, I won the title last year. So what am I going to do this year? That's why I was happy when Proving Ground started doing their invitational.
Now you wanted it pro, right?
What's up?
Did you wanted it pro at the pro level?
Yeah, I won. Yeah, I won that at the Masters. Like, you got to do the blue belt or black belt. I'm a white belt.
Uh-huh.
So, that was unheard of for a white belt to come in and win that.
Yeah, because I know at NAGA, if you win some, they step you up. Even if you're a white belt, they'll step you up to blue. If you win, the previous tournament.
Yeah, it's a funny story. I actually went to a karate demonstration the day I won that title. And when I got to the Coliseum or whatever, I went and changed in the bathroom, Chris. I tell you, it was maybe 10 minutes. I heard my name on the speaker, and I run out, and I asked my girlfriend, I was like, did they call my name? She was like, yeah. I was like, really? I was like, nah, I just got here. They ain't called my name. My division at 2:00.
Definitely got to be on time
they called your name. Yeah, and I go down, I run down the steps to the official. I'm like, did you just call Brandon Grundy? He's like, yeah, you up. Like, hold up, what? I was like, I ain't even warmed up yet. He was like, you're up.
Yeah, you're going to have to warm up them first 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. And I've never tapped out or nothing like that. But I ended up going against a guy. He goes to some grappling university out here.
Mm-hmm.
And we both ended up getting an ankle lock, but I was so stiff. I ain't blaming on me being stiff for me tapping.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm not going to get an injury. I had to go to work that night.
Oh, yeah.
So I ended up tapping. First time I tapped in a competition, any type of jiu-jitsu or anything. I was like, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's
there's
cool.
nothing wrong with
usually I lose by... Yeah, usually I lose by points, because like I said, I'm so chill when I'm fighting or when I'm doing anything that people who are more aggressive usually beat me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't beat me by beating me. They beat me by being aggressive. That's how the judges look at it. So, I got mad, man. I almost had one of those Negro moments. I wanted to say I could beat every fucking body in here. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to flip the tables and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to disrespect my roots like that.
Yeah.
I went to the official. I was like...
It wouldn't get you anywhere anyway.
Yeah, and then I puts a bad taste in people's mouth, So I went up to the official. I was just like, y'all got any more divisions going? He was like, yeah, we got the Masters going. I was like, hold on, what? He was like, yeah, he was like, blue belts and purple belts are going next in an hour. He's like, you can do it if you want to, because you're promised 2 matches.
Yeah.
At NAGA. And I was like, man, I'll think about it. He was like, yeah, just go think about it.
Oh, yeah.
So I go ask my girl. I was like, yeah, he said a division of both of these going. I was like, you think I can do it? And she thought I was hurt from the first one, so she was just like, nah. which kind of sucked. It was like a slap in the face.
Uh-huh.
Like, what? You don't believe in me?
That just gave you more incentive.
I asked her son. I was like, you think I can do it? He was like, yeah, do it.
That's for sure.
So I go up to the, you want to hear the truth, though?
What's up?
I go up to the table, and I'm going to tell him that I don't want to do it.
Uh-huh.
And the official tells me, like, yeah, I already got you on the list.
Oh, really?
I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I already got you on here. You good. Don't even worry about it.
He committed.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's yay. So I go up in the stands and, like, try to, like, veg out and get ready. And my first match is against this really big dude, like, real big. So I end up, to me, like, I'm at my best when I'm having fun. So, I let him try to throw me around a little bit, and I'm just like, oh, okay, he ain't strong as I thought. He was about 400 pounds, though.
Dude. That's
so
enough.
Mentally, I'm like,
I said, that's enough.
Yeah, mentally, I was like, oh, man, I can't pick this dude up. And then I was like, man, I think I can, like, throw him, though.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I did a shoulder throw. I think I threw him straight down. It's on YouTube, too. It's so funny. Like, if you watch it, he actually looks back at his coach and shakes his head. Because, all these guys know that I'm not training at a gym. They think I'm a cakewalk.
Uh-huh.
I'm not training with nobody. I ain't got no black belt instructor, none of that stuff. I'm just doing it naturally.
Yeah, just Mr. For real.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up getting him. And then the second dude, I guess he was more, what's the word? He was more decorated, Because
Mm-hmm.
he had this, like, swag about him. Even when you stepped on the mat, you bump hands and stuff. He had this little, like, cockiness about him. I could see it, too, because he grabbed me and tried to throw me. And I was like, you didn't watch my first match?
Was this no-gi?
Yeah, this was no-gi.
Okay.
And, he ended up trying to throw me, and I ended up, like, taking him down some kind of way. But I tried to go for a north-south, and he kept getting out of it. So I ended up getting him by points. I think I won, like, 4-0 or something like that.
Mm.
And I actually got off the mat. I was like, oh, shit, I just won my first gold medal. and the official comes up to me. He was like, nah, you just won the belt.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hold on, what? Yeah, like, I'm so used to those smaller divisions. He was like, no, you just won the belt.
Yeah, because you got the,
the
color belt division.
Yeah, I moved all the way up to, like, I skipped all the white and whatever stuff, and I went to the top divisions.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, wow, I just won a title. And then the next time I went to Naga, because that was in March of last year when I won the title. So I went to Naga again in September, and they asked me, I was like, you want to do the other division? I was like, nah. I was like, to me, that was a fluke.
And straight to the top.
Was like, well, okay. Yeah, so they put me back in my old division, and I ended up winning triple gold, so I can't go back down ever again in Naga.
Yeah, they're not going to let you do that.
Yeah, I was the first person to win triple gold. Like, one guy didn't have anybody in his division in the 20-year-old age group.
Uh-huh.
So I stepped down and fought him, beat him, then I moved back up. I literally had to run from the podium back to the mat to go against my division.
Dang.
And that's the guy actually broke his leg, was when I came back from the podium and went against him.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went against another guy, and I beat him. So I won those two divisions. Then I did the gi, and I ended up winning the gi division, too. So I won triple gold in one day.
Shoot. Do you have any more plans for MMA?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get in there either the end of this year or next year. I really want to step into boxing. Like, I want to be a champ.
Really?
Man, my goal is to be a champ in multiple sports, Like, I want to be the first. I want to be the first, like, amateur boxing champ, amateur MMA champ, amateur jiu-jitsu, amateur judo, And I think, to me, like, when I go get my physicals, they're always good. So I think I got, like, 5 good years.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. You got more. I mean, you said you're 34 years old.
Yeah.
A lot of times people are just getting started at that age.
Exactly. Daniel Cormier is 39.
Yeah.
So
you got
a lot of people compare me to him. So, I watch him a lot. I don't think I'm nowhere. I'd love to roll with Daniel Cormier. If anybody could ever set that up, I would gladly roll with him and Cain Velasquez. Same time if I had to. I think I could take both of them.
I'd like to see that. I think that's a matchup everybody
can't
like to
handle
see
me, man.
that.
I'm telling you, Cain Velasquez cannot handle me. not on the mat.
I think
joking.
we had our official first call out here on Mega Talks.
No, I would love to, like, respect-wise, I would love to roll with Daniel or Cain. Because to me, they're just super awesome. You know, I've had the chance to roll with Frank Mir and a couple dudes from UFC.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was humbling. You know, I didn't get to roll like I wanted to because I was so starstruck. You know, like up here, I don't know if you follow Bellator, but Nick Rossborough, you know, he actually beat me at the Utah Open, and I went to his gym a couple weeks after that and rolled with him.
Oh, yeah.
But he fights in Bellator. Yeah, he's a heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
And then DeMarcus Johnson, he fought on Ultimate Fighting when Michael Bisbee was a coach.
Oh, really?
I rolled with him a couple times. Yeah. I've got the chance to roll with a lot of good dudes. You know, even when I was in Arkansas, you know, I got to roll with Rolly Delgado, Nathan, Bryce. Man, Bryce won a couple times.
Oh, yeah. He was just selling the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, he was. Him and
Luis Pena?
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah.
So that was awesome to have two of them, man.
Yeah, I think they start
I'm
April 18th.
I'm so proud of them, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so proud. I'm happy because now that takes a lot of pressure off me. Because everybody's like, you're going to be the first dude? Or no, I'm not. Like, first of all, I can't be the first one because Rolly was on there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I think Mike Wetzel was on there, too.
Yeah, like I actually want to roll with Mike Wessel, man. He's one of the guys I used to look up to. Well, I still do, but I don't really talk to him like I used to.
Yeah, I think.
But he's the one who actually. What's up?
Oh, I'm not sure if he's still in Arkansas or not. I thought he moved away, but I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, he's actually the one who told me to go legit. You know, like I was still doing the underground fights when I got to Arkansas, and it was just like, yeah, man, you really need to go legit and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, you lucky I ain't. Well, you had I'd suplex you. No, I didn't say that. But like, to me, I think I can get anybody if I roll with them, like, when I'm just calm, you know?
Yeah. But that's what I tell a lot of people. They look
everybody.
They look at what's around your waist. I mean, like, we're all human, you know? You got to get past that. Yeah. It's a representation of knowledge. It doesn't mean you can't get beat and you're, you know, superhuman.
I know, right? My son thinks I'm the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like one day.
Yeah, the sky's the limit.
I know. That's why I try to tell people all the time, you know, especially down there where I'm from. I went and talked to the Boys and Girls Club in December. Because I was only down there for, 3-4 days? I got down there on a Saturday. I left Tuesday. But I just went for my mom's birthday. Because I hadn't been home in 3 years. I hadn't been to Arkansas in 3 years. Because I was like, anytime I would set up a flight, like I would get like a nice movie deal or a nice TV deal. I'm not saying that's more important than my mom, but that's like one of those one in a lifetime things.
Sometimes when you have those opportunities, you have to jump on them, or they'll start disappearing because you'll get to be known as the no guy.
Exactly. And, you know, and with this, you know, it's so fickle in the movie business. Like, you want to stay relevant, but you don't want to stay too relevant, you know? So for me, you know, like, I got social anxiety. I don't like really talking to a lot of people in person. And then, like, getting in front of a camera, having people touching my face and, like, putting makeup on and stuff.
Cameras
like, you can ask anybody who's put makeup on me. They probably hate me. I'm like, whoa, how long does this take? I'm like, how long is this gonna take? Okay, good. Can we like hurry it up a little bit? You know, and I say like a prima donna, but I'm actually not. It's just weird having people touch your face and stuff, and then having the camera like all in your face, and But I love like the ending result. You know, getting to see like the movie or getting to see the TV show or knowing that I helped do this fight scene. Like one of the movies I was in, Skill Level, just won at the Los Angeles Movie Awards. Won Best Horror Movie. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm in that one, and I help with the choreography.
Oh, really?
And then, yeah.
That's cool.
So, you know, it's real humbling. Actually, JD, the guy I told you did Afro Black, he was the director for that. So he's like working on a lot of stuff out here, too. He owns Inglewood Films.
So this
He's from Cali.
big industry kind of hitting there in, I guess, Utah or Salt Lake City.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty out here, man, because it's like you got everything. Because technically we're in the desert, but then logically we're on a mountain.
Yeah.
We're like in a bowl, in a valley. So you got mountains surrounding you. Then you go a couple miles south, you got the desert. You got the salt flats. And then you go north, you got Park City and all that where the Olympics were, where they ski and stuff.
You got a lot of
it's just
opportunity.
like everything they would want to film is here, just depending on what time of year you come out of here. So
that's cool.
It's a lot of opportunities. All opportunities are in Georgia right now, though.
Oh, yeah?
All the Marvel movies. If anybody's listening and they want to be an actor, if you really want to be an actor, if you're serious about it, go to Georgia. I'm telling you.
Call your agents.
Go to Georgia.
Let your agents know.
I'm telling you that the next 10 years are Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's really big time now.
Years.
They got a lot of momentum built up. Because I mean, every time you look at the silver screen, I mean, you have a superhero movie that's coming out.
Yeah, and it's not going to die down anytime soon.
No.
And New Orleans is right behind them. So if you live in the South or anywhere over that area, New Orleans and Georgia right now are the best places.
Yeah, because
Chicago is okay.
They're looking for places to film where it's easier on the pocketbook, because those movies they get really expensive. I mean, fast.
Yeah, they get money back though. Like depending on what state, they get a tax credit for doing that, and then they get like a nice check back. But it's mostly about the location now. They want to film somewhere where they can film multiple types of scenes.
Yeah.
Like they can film a city and a country scene at the same time, and not have to
spend
travel
a lot of money
600-700 miles. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, most of the stuff. Like at first, I didn't have an agent or nothing. And I was getting emails from people and I thought it was spam. So a lot of the stuff before I had like an assistant, I'm telling you, like I got an email for Black Panther. I missed it by 2 weeks.
Oh man.
But that
would have been a great one to get in.
Yeah, the one that hurt me the most was Baby Driver. Like I would have been one of the main thugs on there.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Okay, put it like this. When you get an email that says movie about the film, Baby Driver, whatever dude's name is, was it Kevin Costner? No, he's not Kevin Costner. Whatever the white guy's name.
Yeah,
the main white guy, the older dude. Yeah, his name and Jamie Foxx, it just didn't go together. I was like, man, this ain't real. And then we went to the movies and watched it. I was like, are you kidding me?
That should have been me.
Happened to me. Exactly. It's happened to me at least 5 times. Like the Ninja Turtles movie that was filmed in New York. They wanted me to come audition for Bebop.
Nice.
But like I said, it was, So this next year, 2019, I'm going to be on my movie stuff, man. Get my stunt certification. I'm going to try to do a fight at the beginning of the year, do a fight at the end of the year.
Well, I'll be definitely
my goal in fight,
keeping my eye open for you, and wishing you the best with all the opportunities that you get. Because I mean, it's not often that you grow up small town Arkansas and create the opportunities and cash in on those opportunities. Sometimes they pass you by.
I know. I mean, I feel sorry like a lot of times, not in a bad way. I know that sounds weird. Like I ain't gonna say I feel sorry for them. It kind of hits me a certain way, when I go home, I talk to people from home and they're like, oh man, I can't do this. They let their environment like control who they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you can do whatever you want to do.
I know. The opportunities, some of them, I mean, if they don't present themselves, you have to create them. But I don't think a lot of people, they don't get that part. They just kind of take what comes to them or what they see or who they think they should be.
Yeah, like you want to put the word in, like you want to put the work in talking, instead of putting the work in, like you want to be a model or something, putting the work in the gym,
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and do this and own your own business. Yeah, you don't want to go to school, like you don't want to learn business to own your own business. Like really, like back in the day, you probably could have got away with that. But now, it's so many laws and like certificates and grants and stuff and all that you need. You can't just open up a legit business no more. Like, I go through school for that. But
right.
a lot of dudes, man, they just give up from down there. You know, to me personally, like I feel like if you give up, you quitting. I know it sounds weird, but to me, like if you know you want to do something, like I'm 34. I know realistically, I got maybe 4 years to get in what I need to get in to get to where I need to be to plateau, especially with the movie stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like I'm going to do everything in 2019 that I can, you know, to make sure I do get there.
Yeah, well, you look at some of the older guys out there. I mean, like Pacino, Freeman. I mean, Denzel. You know, a lot of those guys. You know, they're way past their 30s and they're still going. But I mean, when you lay in your foundation in your 30s, it's going to make way. You know, other opportunities and work's going to open up later.
Oh yeah.
Well, shoot.
So how have you been, man? We up here talking about me. I didn't even ask you how you been.
Oh man, I've been doing my thing. I've been running the gym and running my clothing line and doing my podcast, doing all this stuff, and you know, just having fun, trying to do the things that I enjoy and making them, you know, my priority. But I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But it's you know, kind of didn't want to talk about myself on here.
Well, you know I'm a considerate guy, so like, personally, yeah.
But do you have any social media outlets you want to plug, like your YouTube channel or Instagram or anything like that, where people can follow along?
Yeah, most of my mostly everything of mine is linked to Mr. For Real 83. Like my Instagram is Mr. For Real 83. My YouTube channel is Mr. For Real 83. My Facebook fighter page is Brandon Mr. For Real Grundy. You know, my gym, my training sessions are Grundy MMA Bootcamp. My Twitter is Mr. For Real. So it's like basically anything Mr. For Real 83, that's me, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll probably see a picture of me or something up there. Like, basically, you could just Google Brandon Mr. For Real Grundy and probably put up, like, all my social media stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've put in your name and everything popped up. I think the IMDb was the first thing to pop up, but I mean that's when you know you're making it. When you're when your main job pops up as number one hit.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like I said, sometimes you know, like I don't even search me on my phone no more because I know it'll pop up. Like. When I'm at the gym or something, somebody will be like, "Oh man, such and such was talking about you. Like, you got any fights?" I'm like, "Why don't you just look it up on your phone?"
Oh yeah,
you know,
you'll
like,
find it.
You can pick it up easy on mine. Yeah, exactly. Because I guess so many people nowadays, you know, they say, "Oh yeah, I do this," or, "Oh yeah, I do that," and then they really don't do it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't believe you when you just say you do stuff now. So the name Mr. For Real, like I said, it goes with me even more now.
Yeah, it's
than
for
it
real.
did back then. It is you. Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go and get back because I know you probably got some business to take care of tonight before heading back to do
actually,
some filming.
It's the Utah Movie Awards tonight. I was supposed to be there.
Oh yeah,
I'm taking a rain check on that. Yeah. One of the films I was in is being nominated for an award. Fear Level.
You better throw on some duds and go on because you know you'd be able to make some contacts while you're there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that this summer. You know, I think, like I said, right now it's just so busy for me. You know, like I'm meeting with executives and stuff about like restaurants in the future and food trucks and all that type of stuff. Like just basically making a line of revenue for myself and my kids when they get older.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like
that's what you need.
Yeah, you know, like a lot of people my age, you know, hadn't got in the stock. You know, I was in the stock a while back. You know, while everybody else was buying Jordans and stuff, I've never owned a pair of Jordans. But I can tell you I own stock.
Yeah, you got to invest.
You know, so
you can't just throw it all away.
Exactly. You know, you can't want to try to save when you're 40. You know.
Yeah, it gets to be too late. Yeah.
So I was thinking about that when I was 20. You know, I don't drink, don't smoke. I can put that money into something else. All right. Mr. Nathan Kirby. if you listen to this, I challenge you to a grappling match. Me and you, mano y mano, teacher versus ex-student.
Can he?
It will be so fun.
He just got his promotion to a black belt. Does that mean you'll wrestle him before Cain Velasquez or after?
Man, I could take both of them right now. Cain probably get hurt before I even get to go against him. He might stub his toe or something. But out of respect, I would love to roll with Nathan again.
Yeah,
because he was one of the first big guys I actually got to roll with from Arkansas. Big as in size wise.
I think they can set that up.
Yeah, it would be fun, man. We could probably do it for the Boys and Girls Club or a charity or something. You know?
Do a stream.
Even put you on there.
I don't know about that. You don't want these little small lightweights up in there.
Have you go against Rolly Delgado or something?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man. That would be fun, though.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it for charity. But, man, I'll let you go and let you get on. And it's been great talking to you, and I appreciate you coming and, lending your time and talking to me. And
oh, no problem, man.
I'm sure I'll see you and be hitting you up on the social media outlets and watching you work, being Mr. For Real.
It was an honor for you to even ask me to be on the show, man. Like I said, a lot of people from Arkansas, man, if we banded together, we'd be way greater.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. 10 times, 10x.
I'm telling you.
And there we have it. I want to thank Brandon one more time for lending me his time and letting you guys know a little bit about his life and what he's doing. I met him in Little Rock. He's a super guy. Been following him since then. But I also want to let you guys know that I have a future episode coming up. I got an album review coming up. I'm not going to tell you which album I have in the box to review, but it's something I've been working on. And also check the show notes. Check it for the pre-sale for Ultimate Expression. Also check it if you want to follow Mr. For Real and all of his upcoming endeavors. And catch you guys next time on the next podcast. Make sure that you follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Google, and we got Stitcher. Also have YouTube upload that I'm doing also. So follow along there, subscribe, ring the bell, check it, leave a review. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about the show. And you may have some ideas for some guests coming up. Let me know about those. But I'm in the process of working on future episodes with some other guests I have planned. But the only way to find out is keep tuning back. Catch you next time. This is Mega Talks.